Yo, what's up everybody? Welcome back to the channel. First of all, you guys know the drill. If you guys please smash that like button, I'd really appreciate it. If you guys could leave a comment down below, I don't care what it is, it super helps the channel out. We're back in the shop. Actually, we never even left the shop. This is the same day. If you guys haven't yet, please go and check out the vlog on the Acura RDX color. We were able to get it in the spray booth and get it painted today. I'm gonna show you guys that in just a little bit. But first of all, I wanted to show you guys the 1960 Chevrolet C10. Now this is the Apache model. And today we got it all ready for paint. We still have a couple last minute things that we are going to be taping off. We'll go ahead and turn this light on. We're still going to be taping off the rest of the timing chain galley there. And you can see here we used a combination of tape, masking paper, and even used some aluminum tin foil to help wrap what we don't want painted. We put a little bit of paper and tape around the wires and the starter. And we put some paper around the frame rails. We still have a couple little spots I need to get some paper in to make sure that we don't paint any orange. I might even just finish out and put a couple sheets of paper over the black here, make sure we don't end up with any orange specks. We are just using aerosol cans, so it's not gonna be like super high pressure or anything, but we just wanna get this thing painted orange as best as possible without having to pull the engine. And while we're in here, we're gonna go ahead and replace the timing chain. You can see here there's a little bit of slop, which is pretty normal, but I just thought, you know, while we're in here, let's just replace this timing chain. And you can see there's just a little more slop than I'd like to see. Could potentially be a little stretched out, but while we're in here, let's just go ahead and throw a new timing chain on. And so we're gonna go ahead and do that before we fully assemble this thing. But you can see here, Teo did a really killer job getting this thing all prepped out and ready, and started taping it off and did a really good job. So we're almost ready to throw some paint on that, and we'll let it kick, and then we'll carefully start assembling all of the new parts, including the timing cover, fan. We got a brand new radiator. We're gonna go ahead and wrap these headers, and we have a set of brand new valve covers. We got some new heater hoses, gaskets, all that good stuff. And we'll go ahead and get this thing put back together and get it back to our customer. We did get the gasket for the rear end, and we went ahead and installed that. I'm just gonna finish up torquing that in the morning, and then we'll go ahead and fill it up with some gear oil. And of course, when we put this all back together, we have fresh motor oil and antifreeze to go back in it as well. So just a little bit of a freshen up here, some new gaskets and just a few new goodies to kind of enhance the overall cosmetic look of this vehicle. So we'll get him on his way. So anyways, I'm gonna jump over here to the body side of the shop. You can see here we still have everything prepped out, ready to go. You can see our Ranger bumper is prepped out, ready to go. And you can see here, Sean has the flares. He's kind of, looks like he's starting to get them mocked up. I'm not sure what he's got planned out here, but I'm sure he'll figure it out on these bumper stands. Sometimes I hang these things upside down. The problem with that is it's kind of hard to paint this lip on this top edge, which is the edge that you see. So I'm not sure if upside down is the way I want to do these, although there is a rubber trim that does go on the edge to protect the paint, but not sure what he's got planned. We'll have to see tomorrow. We do have the Chevy hood here fully prepped out, ready to go. We're probably just gonna go ahead and get this in the booth first thing in the morning. It's not gonna take a long time to paint a hood, so we'll go ahead and get this colored out. It's just gonna be solid black to go back on the Chevy, and we'll go ahead and clear it out and get this thing done. And let's jump inside the spray booth. I started spraying at about 12:45, and I just finished about 4 p.m. So it was pretty much about 3 hours of spraying. And here she is, guys. She came out awesome. I'm gonna go ahead and put the sunlight on that. I know I watched the other videos, and I know you couldn't really see the flake in it. It just kind of looked regular silver, but there's a lot of sparkle going on there. It's pretty cool, guys. So super happy with how she came out. Flake is kind of thick and kind of chunky, and if it gets sprayed dry at all, sometimes it has like a dirt dust effect in the paint. So it does need a good cut and polish here. Just kind of sometimes, the last coat I did was probably a little bit dry, just to kind of make sure the flake was spread around evenly. And sometimes I think some of the flakes actually stand up a little bit inside the paint and want to poke through the clear coat a little bit. And anyways, it kind of has like a little bit of an effect, like it kind of came out a little bit dirty, but we will be doing a little color sanding on this thing, and of course machine buffing and polishing it. So we'll get this thing knocked down nice and flat. But overall, I couldn't be happier. Bodywork came out killer. There's nearly 0 imperfections on this thing. A couple dirt chunks landed in it. But besides just a little color sanding and polishing, I couldn't be any happier with how this thing came out. We will be doing an assembly on this thing tomorrow, so we'll be carefully unmasking this thing and getting it assembled. We'll go ahead and put our rear bumper on, front bumper, our headlights. We got door handles go back on. We do have an OEM Acura roof rack to go on too, so that's going to take some time. We got to figure out where to mark our holes inside our drip rail moldings and go ahead and get that in as well. So I'm hoping that you guys can see the flake in this thing, but overall super happy. Metallic paint jobs are not always the easiest to do. Sometimes they show blemishes and stuff like that. You got sand scratches or anything, they will show. So I couldn't be any happier with how this thing came out. I think she looks really good, guys. Very sparkly, and I love that it's not quite a pewter color anymore. I love that it's a little more on the silver side in the silver family, and also with those sparkles. So excited to show you guys this thing all put back together. So we're gonna go ahead and jump out here in the auto repair side of things, and show you guys one last thing before I let you guys go. I did want to service the brakes on this thing. The brakes are good. I'm not sure when they were last serviced. They haven't been serviced since I owned the vehicle, but I figured I would just go ahead and service them. So I did get some Detroit Axle fully zinc coated drilled and slotted rotors. I pretty much run these on all my cars. I'm not going to take them out of the box right now, but you can see here, I love these rotors because they are zinc coated. They don't rust. Over time, they do start to get a little bit on the tarnished side, but they are zinc coated. And a lot of my show cars that stay inside the shop that don't get stored outside or driven that much, they literally look like brand new, even after several miles of driving. So we do have some Detroit Axle front and rear drilled slotted rotors. We have front and rear slotted ceramic brake pads. It's weird that they actually say carbon fiber ceramic brake pads, so that's pretty cool. And I did pick up some enamel here for the brake calipers, so we might go ahead and do the brake calipers in a red enamel, kind of give it a look kind of like here. Anyways, I think about the only color brake caliper that would look good on there would be red brake calipers. So I'm thinking we'll do red. I mean, black, silver would look good too. Look real just plain. I kind of want the pop a little bit extra, so we are going to do some red brake calipers, I believe, on this thing. So anyways, hope you guys enjoy this video. Like, comment if you guys can. If you guys haven't yet, please hit that subscribe button, and we'll see you on the next one.
Ooh, like LeBron, though, or like Bonzo. Ooh, I'm a baller, yeah, shot caller, yeah. They love me, you can't touch me, nah, can't trust me. I'm too lucky. Look at me, look at you, what you see, what you do.